Throughout history, it has been proven that attachment is vital in the raising of a child. This can be seen in the studies after World War II, when babies raised in an institution outnumbered their caregivers, resulting in little human contact, or compared with babies raised in a prison nursery, having received contact with their mothers. The results were terrifying, concluding that 37% of the babies raised in the institution died despite receiving basic physiological needs like being fed and kept clean. This fact reinforces psychologist Harlow's research with rhesus monkeys, designed to study and truly understand a mother's role as a caregiver. The basic idea of his research was to determine whether the provision of food and water or physical contact was more important in the formation of an infant-mother bond. In order to study this, Harlow designed an experiment in which he took infant monkeys away from their mothers at birth and raised them in nurseries, some with 2 surrogate mothers, one wire with food and the other not wire, made of terry cloth without food. Harlow defined the attachment to the surrogate mothers by measuring the amount of time each monkey spent with each mother. Harlow hypothesized that if attachment to a mother is based on feeding, that the monkey will spend more time with the mother with the bottle.
In the first element of the experiment, Harlow assembles 2 mothers. The first one, constructed of wire and mesh, that provides no comfort, supplies food to the infant monkey. The second mother is not equipped to supply food, but provides comfort, as it is made of terry cloth.
When choosing a mother, the infant monkeys were first attracted to the wire mother who provided food, but then moved to the mother made of terry cloth, where they would remain for the rest of the day. The monkeys would even get nourishment from the wired mother while still hanging on to the comforting terry cloth mother. This shows the importance of contact comfort over physiological needs.
In the second part of the experiment, Harlow designed a contraption that would frighten the monkeys in order to determine which mother the monkey would go to when scared. Harlow used various types of monsters in order to elicit fear in the monkeys for the purpose of creating an instinctual response to determine which mother the monkey would go to.
As you can see, when the infant monkey is frightened, it is in his nature to seek comfort. Because of this instinct, the baby monkey is attracted to the soft terry cloth mother. Here, watch a second time as the monkey is being frightened by a more terrifying monster.
In the third part of his experiment, Harlow was curious how being raised in isolation would affect the situation discussed in the second stage of his experiment.
So in order to study this, Harlow raised an infant monkey in complete isolation for 8 months. Later, he took that same monkey and put it in the cage with the 2 surrogate mothers.
After placing the monkey in the cage, Harlow introduced one of the monsters to the monkey. Harlow found that after being raised in isolation, when frightened, the monkey would shy away from the monster and try to comfort himself instead of looking for comfort from one of the surrogate mothers.
This part of Harlow's experiment demonstrates the dramatic effects of being raised in isolation has on a child. Because the monkeys were deprived of physical contact during the critical period to form attachment, the monkey showed many signs of emotional instability. Harlow's experiment illustrates that this emotional instability occurs because of isolation. Throughout his experimentation, Harlow found that the need for contact comfort overpowered physiological desires. By the age of 3 weeks, the monkeys were spending 15 hours a day with the terry cloth surrogate mother.
No infant spent more than 1 to 2 hours a day with the Y or surrogate mother. In conclusion, Harlow found that contact comfort was more important than feeding in the raising of a child. He found that attachment was vital in the raising of a healthy child.